Hi, it's Leslie, Sister Wives. What can I say? Kody is just digging himself deeper and deeper. So this week we find out that Kody is performing at his friend's wedding. He's not performing, he's not singing, he's not doing an act, he's actually officiating. But to Kody, this is a performance and he couldn't turn this down. Who are we kidding? All that attention, everybody looking at him in this little power role of officiating and actually marrying a couple, he couldn't turn that down. His ego could not turn that down. And despite COVID and all the protocols and everything, he says COVID was down, so he's able to do this. The problem being is that perception is reality. And when you do something like this and you don't explain it, everyone is going to come to their own conclusions, and it does not look good for you, Kody. But before I get into all that, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Just funny, because Kody is really not in a position to be doing that and giving advice and all the things, but there he was, officiating the wedding and giving some marital advice and dancing up a storm on the dance floor, loving the attention, which is what he desperately needs without getting it all from his wives anymore. This is just so sad, and unfortunately I believe this event, this single event, is going to be the turning point for his relationship with his one daughter.
Why I can go to a friend's wedding, but I can't go to Isabel's surgery. Isabel's surgery was at a time and a situation where it would have required that I'm 6 or 8 weeks away from home. No man could be away from work and from home and from family that long. I was gone for 4 days for Brian's wedding. That's it.
Now when he reflects back about why he couldn't go to Isabel's surgery, there was no mention of COVID. It was all about the 6 or 8 weeks. You know, he's a family guy. He has so many responsibilities. He can't be away that long from his business, whatever the frig that is. His brand, you know, all the things. He couldn't be away that long, yet he could go to this wedding because it was only 4 days. Can't be away from work and family. I can't imagine a father out there that wouldn't consider Isabel and being by her side during surgery certainly the top of the list as far as your family. And it's funny, he says he couldn't be away for 6 or 8 weeks. Take 4 days, the same you did for the wedding. He could have flown in, saw her before she went into surgery, and then stayed over and be there after she wakes up. That alone, that little bit of time would have done the world of good, and they would probably still have a relationship. He blew it on this one. It's so frustrating watching Kody, but it is equally frustrating just watching the damage that he's done to his kids, and that is just so heartbreaking. So let's move on to Truly. What a cool 11-year-old. I mean, she is one cool chick, I tell you, and bright and articulate. I don't know if she was a little creeped out or nervous with the cameras, but how adorable is she? She seems so well adjusted and has miraculously within a day handled the news of that they're divorced. And being that she's so bright and aware, she should have been told with the others, and she said she felt betrayed because she was one of the last to find out. And when you have a bright, understanding girl like that, she needed to be in the loop from the beginning. It was an odd question from Christine. Is it better that we told you once we were divorced as opposed to we're getting divorced? Both of them can be true within 2 seconds of each other. It's just a decision of the mind.
But I do believe she's being very unfair with me and to me, especially in this conversation with Truly, where she's marginalized me so much and our marriage so much that she's kind of leading Truly into blowing it off. They're blowing me off.
So Kody feels that Christine has marginalized their marriage. I mean, certainly no more than being a one of 4 people in the same marriage to a guy. You know, it's already marginalized from jump. But anyway, and on to another one of Kody's biggest failures. And this is also very heartbreaking to me, involving Gabriel. And he just feels like he's done something wrong and he's not worthy of his dad's attention and love. And it's just so sad to me.
Me and my dad, we don't talk as much as we used to. Ever since we talked about COVID and stuff, and I voiced how I was not appreciating how he was handling it, tensions have been really high. It just seems like he's tired of putting effort into maintaining something with me. I don't really understand what I did wrong.
Kody feels that Gabriel was gaslighting him. He's a child. I just, add this child to your long list of failures. Now onto Christine's house. She says if she sells it, she's taken all the money. I mean, once again, if you don't have a legal document, Kody says him and Robin put down the down payment, but there's no paperwork for that either. So again, you're gonna lose out. That's why You know, if there's not a legal document, it's basically a gift. But anyway, she says she's going to take that money for herself, or now she might rent out the house, who knows, but it's certainly not going into Coyote Pass. So this was just another week of Kody digging his own grave amongst his wives and his children, and just making a mess of all the relationships that really should be the most important thing to him. But anyway, if you liked my recap, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and leave any comments of anything I might have missed, and I will see you next time. Bye.